to rock and roll off-road style. A good Saturday morning to you. Welcome to Cocopah Speedway's Laptime Live, brought to you by Cocopah Casino and by 1 Hour Air Conditioning and Heating. It's Racing Radio here on Outlaw Country, AM 1400. I'm your host, Mike Stanhope, and thank you for joining us today as the countdown is on to short course off-road action and monster trucks invading the Diamond in the Desert next Saturday. And visiting with us as a part of today's edition of Laptime Live, Tim Jones, the president of the Arizona Short Course Championship, now known as the Lucas Oil Regional Off-Road Series Arizona. A work on grooming the track for next Saturday's event begins in the next couple of days as the Cocopah Speedway oval and infield will be transformed into a challenging off-road course. 14 different classes of trucks and off-road vehicles set to compete, along with freestyle exhibitions by the monster trucks Wrong Way Rick and Obsessed. The Lucas Oil Short Course Off-Road Series and monster trucks drawing competitors from throughout the Southwest, along with a number of locally based competitors. And N2 Photographics' Randy Haft, also with the Yuma Sun, described the short course off-road as stock cars on steroids while visiting with us last week. Left turns, right turns, jumps and whoops and more. And, well, it's going to all play out next Saturday at Cocopah Speedway. The stage will be set, so to speak, the night before with a big Fan Fest truck and car show and party. It's free and fun for the entire family, kicking off at 8 o'clock next Friday night at the Cocopah Wild River Family Entertainment Center. Wild River offering up bunches of specials and also a big display of off-road vehicles and trucks. And, of course, you can meet the drivers who will compete in them. Before we get further into today's preview of next Saturday's short course off-road action, a couple of notes we'd like to pass along regarding drivers in our own 2013 Cocopah Speedway Racing Series, which, of course, is now on mid-season break. Imperial's Lance Murray, driver of the number 19 SB IMCA Modified, and Holtville's Chris Toth, driver of the number 57 CT Northern Sport Mod. Both of them traveled to the Phoenix area last weekend for action at ET Motor Park, Arizona Speedway. Murray picking up a 9th in feature event action Friday and a 4th in the Saturday finale. Toth also picked up a 7th in the Friday feature. And Yuba's Ty Rogers was also over at Arizona Speedway, but word we have back is a broken transmission ended his race weekend early. A number of other Cocopah Speedway Racing Series competitors have announced plans to hit a variety of other races during the break here, and we'll continue to pass along whatever we hear back from them. One other note we'd like to pass along, very hearty congratulations to factory stock driver Miles Morris and Stephanie Horton of the Racing Horton family, now Mr. and Mrs. Miles Morris, after a joyful wedding celebration in Hawaii last night. We wish them a very long and very happy life together. Racing Radio here on Outlaw Country, AM 1400. Up next, we visit with the man bringing awesome off-road action to the Diamond in the Desert next Saturday night. Tim Jones of the Lucas Oil Short Course Off-Road Series is set to join us next. You're listening to Cocopah Speedway's Laptime Live, presented by Cocopah Casino and by 1 Hour Air Conditioning and Heating. We'll be back with more in just a moment.
Brand of trucks in every industry. Construction, farming, forestry, metal mining, landscaping, heavy hauling, oil and gas, you name it, they own it. So it shouldn't come as a big shock that F-Series is also the best-selling brand of trucks for 36 years in a row. They're the most capable pickups. So no matter what the job, no matter what the industry, these are the trucks the guys who do the hardest work depend on. These are America's #1 trucks for 36 straight years. Ford F-150, Ford Super Duty. Own it, baby. Built Ford tough.
Based on Polk U.S. light-duty pickups under 8,500 pounds GVWR combined new registrations January 11 to May 12 within 14 locations. And U.S. heavy-duty pickup and Class 2 to 5 conventional chassis cab combined new registrations January 11 to June 12 within 21 locations. Class is full-size pickups versus 2012-2013 competitors. Best-in-class maximum payload towing GVWR and GCWR when properly equipped.
I'm 53 now. You know, I have a young son. And I want to take the ambition. This cancer has changed so many lives. It's not worth it for one cigarette, throw them down, walk away, call Ashline. Anybody that's gonna quit needs some kind of help.
You can quit. Ashline can help. Call today, 1-800-556-6222, or visit ashline.org. It's free.
Lucas Oil Off-Road Racing and Monster Trucks comes to Cocopah Speedway June 7th and 8th. June 7th is the Fan Fest Car Show Party at Cocopah Wild River Family Entertainment Center. Driver meet and greet and visit the stars. See their machines. Food, drink, bowling, and arcade specials. June 8th is the Lucas Oil Off-Road Races and Monster Trucks at Cocopah Speedway. 2 days of racing excitement. Tickets on sale now at the Cocopah Casino Gift Shop and local area and Apple stores. Visit CocopahSpeedway.com for more information.
Welcome to Food City, where we're announcing an unbelievable 3-day sale. Now through Sunday, take advantage of these savings. Avocados, 5 for 99 cents. Beef skirt steak, just $3.99 a pound, sold in the value pack. El Pato hot sauce, just 39 cents a can. Ancla chunk tuna, 59 cents a can. And Tecate beer, 12-pack, 12-ounce cans, just $7.99. And 10-inch double air specialty cakes, only $19.99 for graduation and all occasions.
Have you heard about Emily's Place Weekend Paradise?
No, what's that all about?
For $10, you can win one of 10 prize packages. Trip to Hawaii, Disneyland, girls' night out, and so much more. And they're showing Monsters University after the drawing.
Wow, that's amazing. I know I sure could use a Weekend Paradise. So where do I get my ticket?
Just visit AmeliesPlace.com and buy your tickets online.
Oh, and when's the drawing?
It's June 28th, 6 p.m. at Main Street Cinemas. So buy your tickets and bring the whole family.
Amberley's Place Weekend Paradise. Get your tickets today.
If you're a veteran of Iraq or Afghanistan, like me, coming home can be harder than expected. But it turns out I wasn't alone. At IAVA.org, there's a free online community of thousands of vets who've got your back. Whether it's managing the transition home or everyday stuff like finding a nice sweater for my dog.
Sweater?
Okay, maybe not that. Iraq and Afghanistan Veterans of America is there for you. Join our community at IAVA.org.
We got your back. Brought to you by IAVA and the Ad Council. Welcome back to Racing Radio. It's Cocopah Speedway's Laptime Live here on Outlaw Country, AM 1400. Laptime Live presented by Cocopah Casino and by 1 Hour Air Conditioning and Heating. Once again, I'm your host, Mike Stanhope, looking forward to next weekend in the Alexander Ford Truck Fest featuring the Lucas Oil Short Course Off-Road Series presented by ADS Racing Shocks and Monster Trucks as well. All in action Saturday at the Diamond in the Desert, Cocopah Speedway. And joining us now, the man responsible for bringing this action to Yuma, Tim Jones, president of the Arizona Short Course Championship and the Arizona Desert Racing Association. And welcome to the show, Tim.
Thank you, Mike. Good to be here.
Tim, your involvement and love of off-road racing goes literally back to just a few months after you were born. Can you tell us how your interest developed and evolved over the years?
Yeah, I mean, right from birth, I've been involved with off-road racing. My grandfather was involved in all the way from the 60s. I attended my first race at Riverside Raceway in Southern California. They used to have a big score deal out there, and it seemed like every holiday the family had involved going to an off-road race, and that's just it just got bred into me, and it's what I live for.
You mentioned family involvement there, a lot of success at the family level as you got into this more and more.
Yeah, I mean, obviously my grandfather was into it. He bred my uncle to be a professional racer. He's involved in the Torque Series that races in the Midwest, and then myself and my brothers, we raced dwarf cars on the dirt tracks around Arizona, and also started racing desert in the early 2000s, and we're just full bore into it. And then of course we started the Arizona Short Course Series, which is short course, and then we also have our Arizona Desert Racing Association. That's our desert series here in Arizona.
You mentioned driving in the dwarf cars, something that's familiar to race fans here in the Yuma area. Was that something that perhaps the concept for the short course series kind of morphed out of because of that oval track experience?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, with a lot of my staff and people on the safety team and the core group of guys that we started the short course series with were either involved with Manzanita Speedway or Casey Kane, which is my race director. He's the son of the founder of the dwarf car, and still has a heavy part into a dwarf car company and running the Desert Dwarf Car Series, which I think he's planning on coming back to Yuma early as next year. But there's a big local dirt track feel to it. Basically it's sprint cars with jumps is kind of how we did it. We did it with the Saturday night themes. Is what our plan was for the whole short course local deal.
And it's just kind of taken off and grown from there.
Absolutely. It's crazy how quick it caught on. I mean, we got Lucas Oil's attention within the first 2 races, and now they're have the whole Lucas Regional Series kind of based around what we started back in 09 and 10. And now we got a Southern California Series, there's a Utah Series, like a Reno Series is up next, there's a Texas Series that wants to take off, and obviously us out in Arizona are running strong.
One thing that we note here in Yuma with many of the competitors in oval track racing at Cocopah Speedway is that off-road background, of course, kind of a natural with lots of desert around the area and the sand dunes as well. Is that kind of a common theme through many of the competitors in the short course series?
It's as far as what they're
having a love of both, I guess.
Yeah, of course. I'm just a true race fan, and I think many of the competitors and fans, I mean, they're, whether it's the local dirt track or to Formula One, I love everything in between, and I think that's a common thing within the community.
We all have the need for speed, and it's certainly wonderful to be able to satisfy it in so many ways, whether participating in it or actually just sitting back and watching the exciting action. The Arizona Short Course Championship, you noted, now known as the Lucas Oil Regional Off-Road Series Arizona, presented by ADS Racing Shocks. That's a family affair of sorts as well for you.
Absolutely. I run that with my wife and my mother. My brother and my grandfather, they built the full stock and compete in the series. My kids help out, with T-shirt sales and helping with registration and everything else. I mean, it's everybody. And my aunt does, she's in charge of the transponders and the contingency stuff. So just everybody in the family, it's a family love affair with the off-road racing. So it's everybody, one way or another wants to see us be successful, so they help us out, and they just love being around the track and being around the races.
It's certainly a great atmosphere to be around. Of that, there is no question. Well, looking ahead to next Saturday's event, the class lineup covers the spectrum, so to speak, of off-road racing vehicles. Can you tell us a little bit about the classes and kind of what we ought to be expecting?
Sure. I mean, we have everything from little mini trophy trucks, which we call trophy carts. We have kids as young as 6 years old running in some of the junior kart classes. There's 2 different junior kart classes with, there's a difference of a Honda and a Subaru motor, a little bit more horsepower for the junior 2. Then you move up to what would be the teenage class, which is modified kart. And they have 450 racing quad motors in them. They're, like a shifter kart with suspension, if you will. Mm-hmm. Then we go up to the UTVs. We have a production stock razor class. With just a little bit of modification. You've got to put a cage in it, door, window nets, and whatnot. Mm-hmm. They got the SR1 UTV with R1 street bike motors in them. They're really, really fast. Then you got 2 or 3 different buggy classes. Desert class, we have some for almost every desert class out there. We have the short course specific buggies, and we go from we got desert trucks, we got stock minis and stock full trucks that are short course specific. They're entry level classes that are very affordable to build and get involved in off-road racing. Then we have we have a open pro class, which anything from a Pro 2, Pro 4, Pro Light, anything like you'd see at the National Series as well. So.
You mentioned age of some of the competitors and some very young competitors indeed, but the age range kind of runs all over the place too.
Yeah, we've even had 70-year-old men running at UTV classes. My grandfather's run before, and he's 83 in the stock truck. He doesn't do it much, but he has. And then, you know, we have a pro driver, female, Corey Weller, that runs Pro 4 in the National Series. She runs the SR1 Championship Series with her husband, Jason. And, you know, there's several female drivers of all ages as well. I mean, it's all over the board. I mean, really have something for everybody.
That is a cool thing indeed. Well, one of the other cool things about the Lucas Oil Short Course Off-Road Series is that all of the action is right there for the fans to see.
Absolutely. Right in front of your eyes, and, you know, you make a mistake, the fans are going to know about it. If you have a flawless night and run like a champion, you know, the fans are also going to know about it. So that's one of the main things that I really like about short course. I mean, I love desert. My heart's in the desert as well, but, you know, you see a desert race and they go by and they're gone for a couple hours. So, but everything is right here. All the action is right in front of your eyes.
Can you tell us about the track design? You've had a specialist to set up that layout.
Yeah, Tony Vanello is actually the Lucas Oil Series is actually his brainchild. When the former series of Core, which is Championship Off-Road Racing, went bankrupt, he started what is now known as the Lucas Oil Series, and Lucas kind of bought that from him, and he ran it for Lucas up until last year. Then, you know, he just kind of got a little burned out, I think, or whatever his reasons were, I don't know, but he decided to resign. But he was one of the big players in coming up with the regional program with me, and so we've maintained good friends, and you know, since we had to come in and purposely build a facility at Cocopah and take it down, I couldn't think of anybody better to come and do the job for us than Tony.
So are there particular elements that you, working in conjunction with Tony, would, you know, look to see in setting up an exciting and challenging short course?
Well, I'm sorry, repeat the question.
Particular elements that you look for, or, you know, aim for in setting up the track on a short track basis.
Like, what are you saying?
A combination of jumps, let's say, or you know, how much turning, you know, in both directions that you're going to make the competitors do.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I mean, we want to have high-flying jumps, and we also don't want it to just be a wide-open deal. So it's got to be technical with the turns and some of the different moguls and rhythm sections we need to put in there. And you know, to date, Tony has built every Lucas Oil Pro National Series track on the circuit. So he's pulling a special tricks out of the bag of his tricks to build this Cocopah Speedway. It's really going to be a interesting night.
Certainly looking forward to seeing it. Any particular drivers that Yuma fans ought to be looking for?
Well, like I mentioned before, the Wellers, they're a husband and wife. They race together. Jason's our two-time defending champion in the SR1 class. Obviously, Corey was a champion in the National Series, and now is several podiums in the pro class in the Lucas. So they're always entertaining to watch together because, you know, they want to beat each other a lot worse. But the modified carts, they're probably 6 or 7 just top kids in the whole nation running that class, and they put on probably the best show of the entire night. So I'd be looking for those modified kart class, SR1, and then the limited buggy. The last show of the night is going to be spectacular as well. There's a lot of talent in that class, and they're a limited class, so they're evenly matched, and it's going to be a great show.
We'd note that the Cocopah Speedway public gates will be open at noon next Saturday, with qualifying heats getting underway at 2:30. A big day of action, and something else to note for race fans: great access to all of the competitors and their vehicles.
Absolutely, we're placing the pits up, you know, right behind the grandstand, so everybody that comes out can, you know, walk through the pits, see all the vehicles, meet the drivers, meet the families. I mean, it's just it's the atmosphere that we're used to, and Greg and the Cocopah Speedway have been really hospitable in taking care of any of our needs, and it's going to be a great deal.
Any final thoughts, Tim, as we close in on next Saturday's event?
No, I don't. I think it's been a lot of hard work, and I'm getting really excited about being down there. I just can't wait to get down there and get started.
Well, Tim, we're certainly looking forward to meeting you and the entire family putting together the Lucas Oil Regional Off-Road Series Arizona presented by ADS Racing Shocks, and we can't thank you enough for spending the time with us today.
Well, thank you, Michael.
Tim Jones, one more time, founder and president of the Arizona Short Course Championship, the Lucas Oil Regional Off-Road Series Arizona, presented by Alexander Ford and by ADS Racing Shocks. We'll have some final thoughts coming up in just a moment as we look forward to next Saturday night's off-road action at Cocopah Speedway. You are listening to Laptime Live, presented by Cocopah Casino and by 1 Hour Air Conditioning and Heating.
Summer's here. Are you ready to spruce up that boat or watercraft? Pro can provide boat letters and custom graphics. Look your best on the lake or river and make a splash. Visit Pro for your free estimate.
Hi, I'm Russ Clark, and I've got a new home on your radio dial. Tune in Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays for Outlaw Talk live and local from 6 to 8 a.m. Outlaw Talk is a great forum for local, state, and national issues, ranging from immigration to gun laws and everything in between. I'd love to take your calls, too. You can call 782-4321 and share your thoughts. It's Outlaw Talk on Outlaw Country, 6 to 8 a.m., Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I hope you'll join me.
I started smoking when I was 14 years old. Sounds gross, but I would go around to places around my school where they had ashtrays, and I would pick the largest cigarettes out of there and just smoke them. Somewhere in my mind, I thought I was putting my health at risk, but I didn't really care. And my dad comes up to me at one point and says, dude, you got to make a change. And he told me about the Ashline.
You can quit. Ashline can help. Call today, 1-800-556-6222, or visit ashline.org. It's free.
Hi, it's the Toyota Time Sales Event. This is Jan.
Hi, I was just wondering if now was a good time to buy a Toyota.
Now's a great time for a great deal on all your favorite Toyotas.
Oh, you mean right this very second?
Yep. Well, this very second and for the rest of the month.
So I have time.
If you come in now, you'll have Toyota Time.
Toyota Time. What's that again?
It's the name of our sales event. I was just trying to make a joke.
Oh, right. I think I get it.
Okay, then. Hope to see you soon.
The Toyota Time sales event is going on now. Stop in today and get 0% APR for 60 months with $16.67 per thousand borrowed on a fuel-efficient new 2013 Prius or the bigger Prius V. Hurry in. This event ends soon. Toyota, let's go places.
Financing from Toyota Financial Services does not include college grad or military rebate. Does not include dealer fees. Offers may vary by region. See participating dealer for details. Offers end 6/3/13.
Visit Alexander Toyota in Yuma. Or for more information, please log on to Toyota.com. Toyota.
This is Kayla with the Yuma Fire Department. Every year in Arizona, an average of 100 people drown. Yuma has had its own share of water incidents, and only quick action has saved several children and adults from drowning. Families can take simple steps to protect their children around water and avoid the tragedy of unnecessary loss of life. The most basic of these steps comes down to constant, responsible, focused adult supervision of any child around water. Never let a child unattended around water for any length of time. It just takes a few seconds for a life to be lost and a family to be changed forever. Barrier fencing is another important safety factor for children around pools. Pool owners should ensure that there are no gaps in their fencing and that self-closing, self-latching gates are working properly. Temporary summer pools should be kept just as secure, inside fenced, secure areas, and emptied when they're not being played in. Keeping children healthy and safe are the goals of the Yuma Fire Department and other prevention institutions in Arizona. We want to remind people that there is no substitute for constant, responsible, focused adult supervision of children around any body of water.
Welcome back to Cocopah Speedway's Laptime Live, presented by Cocopah Casino and by 1 Hour Air Conditioning and Heating. Looking ahead to next Saturday's Lucas Oil Short Course Off-Road Series and Monster Trucks. And as noted in our just concluded interview with Short Course President Tim Jones, it's going to be a very full Saturday of action. Main Speedway gates will open up at 12 o'clock noon. Full concessions available with qualifying heats of 6 laps each running from 2:30 to 5 in all of the 14 different different categories. Then the big action, so to speak, will get underway with main events starting at 6 p.m., special opening ceremonies with the monster trucks at 7:30. And in addition to that full roster of off-road feature events, the monster trucks, Wrong Way Rick, and Obsessed are slated for more freestyle action as well. We'll get the party started the night before with a free event at the Cocopah Wild River Family Entertainment Center, a big fan fest truck and car show and party featuring lots of specials and, of course, many of the trucks and vehicles that you'll see in action the following night. That free fan fest will get underway at 8 o'clock on Friday night. Again, that is at the Cocopah Wild River Family Entertainment Center. Now, advance tickets for all of Saturday's off-road action are available now at select Yuma area Napa Auto Parts stores and, of course, at the Cocopah Casino gift shop. Promises to be a very exciting couple of days, and we certainly hope that you'll be able to join us for all of it as we make a little bit of history as well. Cocopah Speedway joining the famed Eldora and Dodge City raceways in hosting short course off-road for the first time ever in 2013. And hey, be sure to be on the lookout tomorrow for a special edition of Speed in the Yuma Sun, a full preview of next week's off-road action there as well. Again, that tomorrow morning in the Yuma Sun, Speed, featuring in on the Lucas Oil Short Course Off-Road Series. Hey, to find out more about the exciting 2013 season at Cocopah Speedway, just visit us on the web. You'll find us at www.cocopahspeedway.com. Complete schedule and fan information available there, along with helpful links to a variety of pages, including Cocopah Casino and the Cocopah Resort Hotel and Conference Center. And for more information on the Lucas Oil Regional Off-Road Series Arizona, be sure you visit ArizonaShortCourse.com. Again, that is www.ArizonaShortCourse.com, or you can visit Arizona Short Course on Facebook. You've been listening to Cocopah Speedway's Laptime Live, presented by Cocopah Casino and by 1 Hour Air Conditioning and Heating. Hey, we'll be back with more off-road and monster trucks. Yeah, coming next Saturday morning, 11 a.m. here on Outlaw Country, AM 1400.